Big weekend coming up for Arsenal. Club seems to be getting a little bit ruthless when it comes to these little niggles and injuries in international breaks. They ain't playing. They're coming back home. Are you a bit worried or concerned about the state of your squad ahead of this weekend, Kunle?
Not really. Like, we're playing, we should be able to handle Bournemouth. We should be. If we're gonna do what I think we're gonna do this season and win the league, this is something that we should be able to handle. Like, I think Saka will start. I'm not sure the update on Timber and Calafiori, but I think one of them should be available at least. But yeah, I don't think it's a situation to be worried about. I would have been more worried if this was the state of us prior to the last 4 games we've had. But with the next few games we have coming up, bar the Liverpool game, I'm feeling good, man. Actually, I'm feeling good about the Liverpool game as well. What am I talking about?
That's the Kunle.
Look, what everyone's saying about Arsenal, like maybe Saka's not going to be fit, maybe Martinelli's not going to be fit. How do you see him coping this weekend, boys, and I'll go to George first on this, coping with Bournemouth and then a Champions League game midweek? Do you think they'll still have enough, or should they risk these players picking up another injury, or should they rest them?
Is that Saka you're talking about?
Saka and Martinelli's got a problem with these.
Look at the enthusiasm.
Well.
I think with Bournemouth, you know what? A lot of people write off Bournemouth, but Bournemouth are a decent side. I think they play some good football and they can be dangerous at times, especially with Semenyo on the attack. They're a team that catch a lot of people off guard because they play some decent football. So I think Arsenal have enough to get through them, no doubt. I think the worry is going to be the Champions League game. But who have they got in Champions League? I'm pretty sure this is their easy game.
Shakhtar at home.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking. This is their easy game. So I reckon they can still get through both of those games without Martinelli, Saka, and potentially Odegaard. But they are going to have some problems with chance creation. And I think their attack right now is going to be looking a bit bleak. They have to hope that Gabriel Jesus can perform back to the levels maybe he was at 2 seasons ago, because I think that he's been well off his best for a long time.
He's a spy now. He's a spy. I don't rate him anymore. He's a spy. I don't know. He's on a one-man parade to like get out of the club. I don't know what he's doing. He's taking extra touches. His shooting is even more often before. He's not. I don't know. Other than that,
he wasn't a striker. When Richarlison was starting over you, then it told you a lot that you was not a good player, bro. That said more about Jesus than it did about Richarlison.
Well, you remember when Man City first sold Aguero to Barcelona, and Jesus was the only striker, and they switched up their whole formation to run a false 9 with Gundo and Foden.
They didn't want him to run in number 9, bro.
Yeah, like he was still holding bench at City, and there was no striker. He was only one.
And he's doing the same thing right now. Arteta has changed his whole system to not suit Jesus and put Havertz in the middle because he can't play that role. So Arsenal pretty much brought a utility player. And do you know what? I'm gonna be watching very closely that front line, because Havertz, Jesus, and Sterling, whatever way they line it up, it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. I think it's gonna be a bit stinky, but
I don't think Jesus will start.
Hey, Sterling's still better than your forwards, bro. What are you talking about, George?
Brendan Johnson's got 7 in 7. What are you talking about?
Is he better than Sterling?
He's got 7 in 7.
I didn't ask you that question. We're asking.
Sterling scored like 7 goals in his whole last year.
Answer my question, Mr. Man.
Yeah, but he's Gareth Bale.
What's but? It's a yes or no thing, bro. Is he better than
Kunle, you know what makes me laugh
at the moment? Probably, yeah.
Henry,
he's in much better form.
Henry, you know why you and George are cheeky? Because let's just go back probably maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Brendan
Johnson, get out the stuff. This guy's not here.
That's why I wanted him to say he was better before I brought that up, bro.
Yeah. Do you know what's mad as well? The Arsenal, they'll get past Bournemouth and Shakhtar purely because of their back line. They'll probably score from a set piece, Gabriel. That Liverpool game, I think, Cal, you play Wednesday, don't you, in Germany?
Yeah.
And Roms. So then you're at the Emirates.
No. I think we're at home against. Hold on.
We're away.
And they're in form. They're only off of Bayern Munich off the top from goal difference. So they're playing.
They're in good form. Openda and Sesko. We're at home.
So I think Arsenal,
Leverkusen, yeah.
I don't think Saka will. I don't.
So we're away to Leipzig. Sorry, play you again, Henry. We're away to Leipzig.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought that Leverkusen game's too soon. I would have remembered that at Arsenal.
Yeah, so you're playing Leipzig, and they're only off of Bayern by goal difference, right? But that's on the Wednesday, and Arsenal play at home on the Tuesday. So I think Arsenal will rotate a bit against Shakhtar, whereas you can't. I don't think you. I mean, you've won your first 2 games, so you might rotate a little bit, but that game at the Emirates I think it's massive for Arne Slot. If you come out of there and win, then he's the real deal. But Arsenal will be looking at that.
The next couple of games in the Prem are big for Liverpool, aren't they? Because you've got Chelsea. I mean, I haven't watched it. This video is going to redirect to Hassam's channel. He is calling this weekend Chelsea's funeral because it's quite big for them as well. And let's see Cal's face. Are you confident about beating this Chelsea team?
He's nervous. Why are you nervous, Cal?
Cal's really nervous here about Chelsea.
No, I'm not nervous. I just don't like saying like I can't sit here and say it's going to be Chelsea's funeral. Like, I love Hassam. I'm going to be on the channel tomorrow. But I don't think we can speak about Chelsea like how Chelsea were last season and the season before. Like, they're not scrubs now. Like, they're not a world-class team, and they're not a Premier League challenging team, in my opinion, this season. They're not scrubs, though. Like, they could come to Anfield,
Cal. What are we doing?
Do you know what, Cal, as well? I'll say for free, I do think we beat them, but I think you're spot on. Hassam, big up Hassam, but Hassam saying it's their funeral, for me, that conveys it's going to be a battering or
like work.
I don't think it's going to be that last season because I can see a goal margin. I back us to win, but the things with Chelsea and Liverpool were each other's biggest tests so far. I don't think we've played an attack as potent as theirs, and they haven't played an attack as potent as ours at the moment. So I think it's going to be a tight game. But Anfield, I back us to beat anyone.
They played Man City to start off the season though. Like Liverpool haven't played anybody yet.
Hang on. Sorry. Will, say your bit, and then we'll go to you, Kunle. Sorry.
Nah, well. Because he said that Chelsea they haven't played like an attack as good as Liverpool.
Other than C, sorry. Other than C, other than the first game.
And then I was gonna say like Liverpool haven't played anybody this season. No offense to the United fans, but come on.
No,
yeah, like they kind of had like a pretty easy run. In terms of like if you look at like how all the other teams.
On that, Will. Sorry, before you jump in, Kula. On that, Will, is it easy to say that in hindsight though? Because AC Milan haven't started the season crap. And Man United have, but that was
I was more so talking about the Prem, but like AC Milan, yeah, like that was a good win. I was just more so talking about like the league because we're talking about the Chelsea.
Man United at that point in the season, it was very early in the season, so in hindsight, it looks like an easy win. But at the time going into the game, a lot of people predicted it would be a bananas game for Liverpool.
And in addition to that as well, you know, as Liverpool fans, we've gone to United with better teams and not one. So I don't just ever brush that game off. Even last season, United weren't the greatest and we didn't win it there.
Why are you guys trying to do this, man?
Hey, George, I've clocked it already. George,
when people dismiss United, it's still a big win.
I'm just waiting. I'm on to him.
But I think like
before season, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
See Roms, yeah? You see what Roms did? Without even breaking a sweat, he said, yeah, we'll win. But it's not going to be yeah, we'll win. Don't think that was his real answer. Yeah, we'll win. And then he tried to cover his back just in case there's a situation. You don't rate Chelsea, Rob. Yeah. Don't try.
Hassam's actual title. Hassam's actual title of his video is Chelsea. I'm coming for you 6 days until your funeral.
And that's how Roms really feels too, but he doesn't want to.
No, I agree. Roms is playing it down.
Even the predictions at the start of last season, I put Chelsea 4th start last season. Poch, whatever, they had a poor season. Start this season, I had them 4th again. Ask anyone. I actually respect Chelsea. The chat will tell you I've been respected. I'm not one of these fans that just said they're rubbish, they're this, they're that. I actually respect them and the players they have. So, well, again, I'm not like Sam. I don't think we're going to batter them, but it's Anfield that I think we'll have too much for them.
That little. It's Anfield. You saw that, Terry. You saw that.
Yeah, look, I'm excited about the game. Actually, I can't. We'll be in our new studio as well this Sunday. So yes, all gonna be kicking off. It's gonna be very, very nice indeed. But yeah, some big tests for both those guys, and loads of big games coming up in this little cluster between international breaks, which is going to be very, very nice indeed. I did want to ask a question, actually, though. Where's it gone? What was the question I was going to ask? I had it written down. Now my brain has gone a little bit to mush. So I'm not going to ask it because I can't remember what the hell it was. My brain has totally gone and I can't find it now. So there we go. We'll move on from that. But yeah, Cal looks nervous. Rom looks confident but doesn't want to say anything. And Hassam, I know how Sam's doing. I'm going to call him out here. This is, by the way, for all of the haters and the people that don't have friends, this is what you call a joke. I don't really mean this. So I know we live in a world now where you've got to preface everything, but I think Sam's just mathing off like this. So if it goes wrong, he gets clipped up and goes viral. That's what I think he's doing it for. That's what he's doing it for. That's
more
it's all fake. It's all fake. It's
No,
all
no,
right. It's fake.
I think it is. Because you know what? When you look at the way Kyle and Roms were just mentioning the Man United game, going, but Man United were good at that point, like, but no one knew they were this bad. But like they're doing all this mental gymnastics to try and praise how good Manchester United was at that point of the season.
Everybody knew that they were bad, though.
What I can tell, and what I really tell, is I sense the fear. You fear Chelsea right now. And just say it.
No. I respect them. There's a difference. I respect them. I don't
just
fear
like
them.
you said, they're the one team you don't write off because every time, let's be real, when you have games against them, it's close. And Chelsea's the one team, even when they're shit, they managed to pick up points against you. They managed to have good
last season. We smashed them 4-1.
George, do you know the last time they beat us? Do you actually remember?
They managed to pick up points. I said, man, pick up points. I didn't say they beat you. I said, managed to pick up points. So I think this game, I think that they're getting something from you, man. I'm just gonna go out there and say, I think the Anfield curse and all this. Nah, man,
they're leaving with something. They're leaving with something. Yeah, I'd go right now. My mind might change by the end of the week, but right now I'm thinking Desmond. I'm going 2-2. Yeah, I'm going like 2-2 feels like a solid result, and it gives Man United a chance to win a game and then close a points gap on both of you. So I'm excited about the prospects of that.